What's up, everybody? How's it going? I think I fixed that left-right channel audio issue, and I was able to just put everything mono. Still trying to get over my chest congestion / cold I've had for about a week and a half now. It's been loads of fun. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I got quite a bit of good work done this weekend. I got all the queens done for the Count of Monte Cristo. I'm gonna put them in my court card file here so I can just see everything. All right, let's see here. All right, Queen of Spades is Madame de Villefort. Most of the women in this story are not very nice. They're either sluts that sleep around a lot, and are mean and murderous, vindictive. No, they're all just kind of bad. The first, the Queen of Spades, Madame Villefort. Here she is. She's just kind of mean. She's very, very... Tried to give her a very snooty, not very nice look. Copy this. Duplicate. Too early. Too early for this music just yet. All right. Queen of Hearts is the very sad Mercedes. Mercedes is the original love interest and fiancée of Edmond Dantes, but when Edmond is betrayed and sent to prison, she marries her enemy, or his enemy, or his best friend that ends up becoming his Ferdinand Mondego. And unlike the movie, which changes the story a lot, Mercedes basically goes about her entire life in complete misery, mainly because in the story, she's weak and kind of like self-pity, and that kind of those traits. Her weakness and her self-pity are what just keep giving her misery. And she ends up basically dying super depressed and sad. And the only thing she has towards the only thing she has at the end of her life is the love of her son, which, contrary to what the movie, because that's what my wife was like, wait a minute. The son that they have, Albert, is not Edmond Dantes's son like it's portrayed in the movie. Her son is her son is Mondego's son, Ferdinand Mondego, and her son. That's her husband. The only thing good I think that comes out of it is her son ends up trying to kind of throughout the story kind of make amends for for his father, and he's a noble, he's a good kid, and the Count of Monte Cristo, ends up liking him. Oh, she's very scandalous, that's for sure. They're all scandalous except Haiti. All right. Now this is Baroness Danglars, another scandalous, unfaithful woman. This is Danglars' wife. She sleeps around with Villefort. It's all kinds of messed up. All kinds of messed up. And then the last one, which was surprisingly one of my favorite characters, because at least I found a little bit of good in this story. The last character, her name is Haiti. I guess that's how you pronounce it, Haiti. But Haiti was actually the daughter, I think, of a character, I'm trying to remember his name, as Ali Shabib, which was somebody that the Count of Monte Cristo kind of like befriends. But Haiti, does he befriend her? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. Anyways, Haiti was a slave in Constantinople, and the Count of Monte Cristo buys her as his own slave, and from the sultan, a sultan in Constantinople, and he buys her as a slave, but he does that to free her from imprisonment and the torture she was kind of getting at the behest of the sultan. And the interesting thing is, she becomes the Count of Monte Cristo's servant. And it ends up being kind of one of those stories where Haiti is kind of, takes a back seat to everything. But by the end of the whole kit and caboodle, the Count of Monte Cristo realizes that he has actually fallen in love with Haiti and ends up becoming the actual final love interest to the Count of Monte Cristo. All right, let me just make sure I got these saved before I go closing them. All right, Haiti saved. Mercedes, all sad and depressed. She's saved. All right, let's open up. I got Fernand Mondego. Yeah, he's already open. Let's open up. Where is he at? Baron. Where's Dunglar? There he is. Old Dunglar in the letter. The infamous letter that gets Edmund tried for treason. All right, the only other two ones I have left are the other two personas of Edmond Dantes, which is Lord Wilmore, the British nobleman, and the Abby Busoni, or Busoni. So let's open up the Lord Wilmore that we started last week. We got him pretty worked out, I think. Man, I wish I could kick this cough. That's for sure. All right. Gotta work on his boots. him look plenty greasy and pompous, as I imagine him. More eccentric, I guess, rather than greasy. Because this Lord Wilmore, this is the persona Edmund takes when he's kind of taking on all of his philanthropic deeds of generosity. So he needs to feel a little bit kind of squirrely and kind of eccentric. Got any questions about anything while I'm working here? Give me something to talk about. I started creating kind of like the release schedule for the rest of the year, and also started thinking about next year. Pretty stoked about all that. Yep, this month's subscription deck is the El Dorado deck. Super pumped about it. It looks awesome. It is really a cool deck, for sure. I can totally give you. I can show you that release schedule. It's very tentative, but I could totally show it to you. When we finish this gentleman, I will show you. I need to take some good old hand picture references. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take some pictures of my hands because I'm too lazy to draw them. I started thinking about what my subscription decks are going to be, what the themes are going to be for next year. Got a few ideas. Nothing really set in stone just yet. I'm wearing my wood block T-shirt that you guys gave me a while back. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that T-shirt. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if C-Dub's in here. I think he is. Yeah, I see him. I'll be in Atlanta on Wednesday. I'm just letting you know. Making a quick day trip to Atlanta to do some business. Or some business. No, I have a hard time with respiratory stuff. Ralph, I don't know if you know, but I only have one lung. And I have very severe asthma. Well, allergy-induced asthma and respiratory issues. And I also have a kind of an autoimmune thing where when I get like a chest congestion or something, my immune system goes haywire. And instead of my body making myself get better, it makes it get worse. Yep, I only have one lung. I didn't know you were a respiratory therapist. That's cool. No. I'm probably going to have to get some steroids today just because that's kind of, sadly, that's usually the only way that I can kick it. By getting myself some steroids. I don't like doing that, but that's what I got to do. I choked on, the reason why I only have one lung is I choked on a corn dog. Seriously, this is no joke. I choked on a corn dog when I was 2. And I aspirated on it. And let's just say it was not fun for about 9 months of my life. I got pneumonia. I was in the hospital for like 9 months. I got an infection and all kinds of stuff. And they had to take out my lung when I was 2. It was no fun. No fun at all. So I was a little bit tight on his body. Here. Where's this gonna go? It's gonna kind of like this. All right, he's coming along. He's coming along. Let's draw this. Let's draw this cane, or whatever this is. It's the whiny guy. Trying to use some warm colors here. I've been using lots of cool colors in this deck. Trying to switch it up a little bit. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Those are nice words. Speaking of baseball, I can't wait for that new Nolan Ryan documentary to come out. I'm excited about that. I think it's called Facing Nolan or something. I can't remember. Looks really good, though. Oops. Selection, contract, 3 pixels. I think these two-way court cards have actually worked out really nicely in terms of just like this the symmetry and all that kind of jazz. Yes, it does help that they're all skinny. Tall and skinny. Okay. Let's get this guy in here. You give me a new mouse. It's just not working right. That's not the one I wanted to open. One more core card. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Excuse me 1 second. I thought, weren't the cut core cards all 2A too? I'm not really in the mood or feel good enough to start the last one, even though I should. I'll show you guys the concept rendering I did of the gilded Kickstarter exclusive deck for Lord of the Rings. let's see here. Here it is. There it is. So you've got the gold foil design. You got the gold foil design on both sides of the tuck case. You've got the book box style opening. And then we got this, we have two seals actually. The first one goes down like this on the face of the book. That's the number, the edition number here. And then on top of that is like a soft touch with gold foil seal with the black speech of Mordor that kind of goes over the top of that. You guys wanted to see the release schedule. This is super rough, and take this with a grain of salt for sure. We didn't have near as many releases this year so far as we did last year, just because I spent a lot of my attention on the Lord of the Rings so far, so I've neglected doing stuff besides the subscription, but I hope to change that for next year. See, a lot of this is very, very rough. I was just kind of sitting down this weekend, just kind of looking at everything. So we got the Lord of the Rings Kickstarter this month. We're going to do the Trut 38 Special, the deck that's inspired by my grandfather, and the gun, the 38 Snub Nose. That's basically the only thing I have of him. Given to me. So it's called the Trut. His name is Trut. It's called the Trut 38 Special. We're going to do a pre-order for that in June. The cards are finished at the United States Playing Card Company. We're just waiting on the tuck case from Clove Street Press and the brown boxes, the gilded boxes. So we'll do a pre-order for that in June, for both the standard edition and pre-order for the gilded edition. I think that we're doing, I don't know how many gilded is of those we're doing. I think it's like 200 or 300. I'm not sure. But the gilded ones will be the ones that come in a little special box. And then in July, we're going to release our Robin Hood jigsaw puzzle. We've already got that. It looks awesome. Going to release our jigsaw puzzle, and then we're going to do a Beowulf pre-order. Man, we've been sold out of Beowulf, man, for a year now, more than a year. But we are reprinting Beowulf in all its gold foil lamination glory, and we're going to do a pre-order for both standard editions at a discounted price, and also we're going to make a low number of gilded editions in a brand new Beowulf book box that I'm going to design. That's going to match the recent book boxes that we've been making, that we've liked so much, hopefully. And then probably my favorite deck of all time, that and Alice Wonderland. We're getting to a point where we're kind of running low on inventory for Arthurian, so we are going to do a pre-order in August for the Arthurian deck, and we'll have a gilded edition too that'll come in a new Arthurian book box. And then I've got this slated in here. I got a big meeting with the Middle Earth Enterprises on the 4th of this month, a couple of days, and we're talking about we're going to be talking about expanding my license to include more products, i.e. jigsaw puzzles, thread shirts, and also kind of like tabletop board games. And so I've got this really fun, I don't know if you guys remember it, but I did this fun little concept, let's see if I can find it, of Frodo and Gandalf, and I call them the Little Lord of the Rings. And so I'm going to do a Little Lord of the Rings deck. Here's Gandalf. Oh, I love that. I love this Gandalf. His high water pants. So you got Gandalf, and you have Frodo. If my computer will catch up. There we go. There's Frodo. So we're going to do a Little Lord of the Rings deck. And we're also going to try to do a little, one of those small child memory matching games. So pretty stoked about that. And then in September, we're going to release our Romeo and Juliet puzzle. Romeo and Juliet puzzle. It looks awesome. We've got it. And then we're going to do our new version, the kind of updated version of the crayon deck, the back to school deck. And then we're gonna try to reprint our Crazy Eights. That's been a deck that people have been really asking for as of late. And it's been that's been 5 years since we did, 5-6 years since we did Crazy Eights. And then in October, we're going to do the Old Toby deck, which is the Old Toby, Lord of the Rings, Old Toby Pipeweed Tobacco deck. It's going to be like woodcut, hobbits, that kind of fun thing. And then sometime in October or November, I think is when we'll do, whenever we get the first Lord of the Rings Kickstarter decks and fulfilled, we will do the Two Towers Kickstarter. So like October, November, we'll do the Two Towers Kickstarter. And hopefully by that time, we'll have our first Lord of the Rings thread shirt and Lord of the Rings threads deck. And hopefully this Lord of the Rings thread shirt and thread deck will kick off me starting to do the thread shirts and thread decks again. And then I've got this really cool idea. If you guys remember my Labyrinth deck, I had two versions of that. I had the solved edition and the unsolved edition. So it's all the court cards are mazes, and one edition they were just mazes, and the only way you could see the court cards is if you if you took a Sharpie or something and finished the mazes. And then the solved edition was obviously the court cards finished. But I had this really cool idea to print, a few people have used the UV reactant ink as of late on playing cards. I'm a little late to the game, but I thought it would be cool to remake the Labyrinth deck because it's definitely a crowd favorite. People like it. And also right around the holidays, it might be a really good gift. But do a Labyrinth deck that the solutions are printed in UV reactive ink, so where you can't see the solutions, but if you shine a little blacklight flashlight or a UV flashlight on it, it reveals the solutions of the mazes. And then maybe if we can get it done, we'll release 5-Stack, the board game that I created. And then we kind of get into 2023, which 2023 is going to look a little bit different. We're probably going to get away. We're probably going to take a pause on the table players. I'll probably take a pause on the table player subscription as a subscription. We will release some table players decks next year, but just not in a subscription. I want to take a break from those. So we're going to have the VR. VR represents Vintage Reimagined. So we'll have the Vintage Reimagined subscription, and then we're going to start that new kind of like six month series that's based on the Gladiator theme. So it'll be a 6 months mini series. We're not going to do Chinese Legal Tender as a subscription deck. I'm going to have that. I'm probably going to move the Chinese Legal Tender somewhere up here into this year, where we reprint the Chinese Legal Tender, but as a holographic Chinese Legal Tender. Why are you doing that? Chinese holographic legal tender. Let's see how that goes. So we'll have the number 13 club. Maybe in February we'll have the Lord of the Rings Return of the King Kickstarter. And then in March we're going to have a 10th anniversary deck, because March of next year will be King's Wild 10th anniversary. Look at that. Wow. We're going to have the Odyssey next year, probably in April, because this April was the Iliad. So next April we'll probably do the Odyssey. And then, so the first 6 decks of the kind of story series will be the Gladiator miniseries. I haven't really thought about which number 13 stories I'm going to do for next year for the number 13 club. I've got the Odyssey. I may try to swing doing Robinson Crusoe, but there's no female characters in Robinson Crusoe. I don't know. I'm just going to have to find some other stuff. Maybe Brothers Grimm. Excuse me. There's really endless stories that I could do. But I really haven't started thinking about that. So the Gladiator thing will be a 6 month thing. I'm going to do a 4th of July thread shirt and thread deck, hopefully, for June, so that people can wear them for 4th of July. And then the second six deck series is going to be a pirate theme. So you're going to choose a pirate ship and a pirate flag to fly under. But that's pretty much it. We're going to have a lot more deck releases next year. And we're also going to try to get some more new decks out this year as well, or reprints of these like Beowulf. A lot of people have been wanting Beowulf. I just haven't got around to doing it. But really excited about it all. Got a lot of stuff. But it's good. It's good to work. It's good to work hard. What time is it? It's only 6:42. Man, I really don't feel like doing another card right now. I feel like going upstairs and sitting in my chair and drinking some coffee, actually. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm still kind of waiting around to hear back from... I'll probably hear back in the next couple of days from the United States Playing Card Company. They were kind of giving me the runaround on the Crow brand. And not let me do the Crow brand because of copyright stuff, but their legal team is, I don't know. That's it hasn't been out since like 1890, so... will the reprints have something new or just a reprint? They'll most likely just be a reprint, kind of like Arthurian, because Arthurian and Beowulf are basically kind of like one of my flagship decks now, one of my staple decks, and they'll probably just remain the same. It'll probably just remain the same and help. They'll just remain the same because those are the decks that I just want to keep reprinting and keep selling until people don't want to buy playing cards anymore. So, trying to think of anything else. I think that's about it. Thanks for joining me. Sorry it wasn't longer. Just not feeling really good, but I want to keep working. I'll probably be back later today sometime. What else? What else? I think that's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys later today. Peace out. Oh yeah, maps. We're trying to launch our map website. That's what I should work on. I got to work on that Tennessee. I got to finish the Tennessee map today. We're trying to launch our website. That's what I'm going to Atlanta for on Wednesday, is to finish all the kind of business agreement stuff for that whole venture. And we're going to try to launch our map website by like maybe like a week or so from now. I'm not quite sure. One thing I do want to make you aware of is we're going to slowly, you'll start seeing these more on the website. But slowly more on the website. If you go to products and then limited edition prints, I need to change limited edition prints because they're not really limited edition prints. We got to fix this wording though. You're going to start seeing more of these wood framed prints. So we just put up the Alice in Wonderland one. But you're going to start seeing more of these prints that you can order framed, that come to you framed. So be on the lookout for that. That'll kind of go in tandem with our maps. But our fantasy map thing is going to be a completely different website. So, yeah. Anyways, have a great day, my friends. I will see you guys later. See ya.